Almighty God, you have blessed us with memory, reason, and skill. Help us to use them wisely in the service of our town government. We ask this in thy holy name. Amen. We salute the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I thank you all for coming. I was gonna say a cold winter night, but spring is coming, it's starting to warm up. It's gonna be real nice tomorrow, I believe, Thursday. I'd like a motion to approve the February 9th regular board meeting.
I'll make a motion that we approve the February 9th, 2021 minutes.
I'll second that with one correction. Julie, on the page 5, I think there just needs to be a change in the name from
Cooper
to Hunter. Yep.
Correct.
Oh,
So, other than that, all good.
thank you. If there's no questions, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried, thank you. You have your town clerk's monthly report, next on the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the town clerk's monthly report.
I will second that.
Thank you. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. You got your JCO report for the month of February?
I have a question on that.
Yes.
So, about 3/4 of the way down, they talk about non-perishable donations, and they talk about a dollar amount. But there's 3 different amounts there. Can anybody clarify what those are? Is this an amount for 2021? A total amount of 111936?
I cannot tell you that.
I
I had an opportunity to call them today. I can call them tomorrow and find out.
I'm just curious as to.
I will find that out
Thank
for
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Okay? My conversation today was that somebody needed a ride, and they do give rides. They hire different people, take people to, this particular person needed a ride for a vaccine shot, older lady. And they do provide rides for any type of medical, doctor's appointments, stuff like that, which is nice to know. So, this lady was looking for something a little more than that. She needs somebody to take her shopping. We're really working on that. That's a little harder to take care of, okay? And she preferred a store in Plattsburgh, not Champlain. But we'll be working on that, so I will check on that tomorrow with you. That's a good question.
Yeah,
Okay?
thank you.
You got your EMS report, number of calls for the month. Just strictly for information. Superintendent of Highway, Alan, you got anything here for us, other than winter maintenance?
Okay. 2 years ago, I applied for a bridge in New York for 2 culvert repairs, 2 bridges in Champlain, one on the Cardian Road and one on Elm Street. Well, they turned me down. So I reapplied back in January, and this morning they answered me. They needed more information, and, you know, they sent me a packet of papers to figure it out, to fill out and stuff. This isn't a cheap thing. You know, they're talking $500,000-600,000 to fix these bridges.
Each.
And I need board approval to pass a resolution that gives me permission to keep on going with it. I mean, it's not gonna cost the town anything. There's my chance to get these bridges fixed. It's paid by the state. I don't know, there's a packet of paper if you guys wanna look at it. Just simple answers, simple questions to answer and stuff, but
Now, who specifically is this application or this process addressed to? Who is it going to? Who do you send this completed packet to?
the county's lead agency.
Okay,
So I fill it out, I send it to the county, county sends it to the state.
Okay.
But I need, you know, to keep going with it. You know, there's some things that we gotta answer here, and they need a resolution
Okay.
for this. So,
It's a resolution to support applying for the
yeah,
grant, okay?
yeah.
There's no way that this town could afford,
Oh, no, I mean, we don't even have that kind of equipment to do that anyways.
Well, I will make the motion that we provide a resolution that will allow Alan Racine to continue with the process and the procedure to provide the state with the necessary information with hopes that the town will be approved to receive money for the replacement of 2 culverts.
I'll second that motion.
okay, any question on that?
No?
It's a very needed thing, sooner or later, they are gonna have to be replaced.
Yeah, they're in tough shape. They were in tough shape 2 years ago, and they didn't get no better.
Okay. And did they give you a similar packet the first time when they denied you?
No, the first time they didn't even go this far.
Oh, they didn't?
Okay,
Oh,
so,
no, I applied in January, and mid-February, I got a letter stating that the town was turned down.
Okay.
They ran out of money. It's every 2 years.
Yep.
And, so they told me to reapply, so I reapplied back in January. I didn't think I'd get anywhere, but I did.
As far as the first step anyways.
well, yes.
I don't know how far it's gonna go,
Well, we have to try it, there's no way we can afford over $1 million for these 2 bridges together. There's no way. Anyways, I believe I have a motion and a second. Any questions? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I myself. Go ahead, Alan, apply.
but,
Keep
okay,
working on it.
I got a truck, it's a 2013. From January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2020, we spent $17,881 on it. And I refuse to spend any more money on it. I mean, the thing is just a money pit. We didn't put no money aside last fall because of the COVID. We didn't specify for a truck. But I've been shopping around, looking around, and what I come up with, if we order a truck today, I'd be lucky if I get it the first of the year next year. Because that's how far they're backed up. As far as the truck and chassis I can get, it's the box and the snowplow.
Okay.
And that iron went up tremendous, that went out of sight. I found one in Vermont, in Williston. If I get 5 minutes, I'm gonna go look at it. It's the leftover 2020. A guy can give me a price on it. But to order a new one, I gotta get board permission to, to get this moving. Either I get the one in Vermont, or I order a new one and take a chance to get it by Christmas. But I kinda need a board approval for that.
What was this truck that's in Williston, Vermont, was it a one municipal owner?
No, it's brand new. It's a leftover 2020.
So it's a leftover 2020, so mileage, nothing.
0, yep. I think it's something that some municipality ordered,
Right.
and when it came in, they turned it down. But there's no box, there's no plow on it. That's what they're working on, putting it on now.
Right.
I got an advantage on that truck. It's already made and everything. If I order one, they gotta make it. It won't be made till July. And the time they send it down, they get a box and a plow put on, and it'll be Christmas, the first of the year before I get it. And they're giving me a pretty good shot for the one that I wanna get rid of. I mean, better, more than I thought they'd give me, but
Okay, so you're getting a trade-in, plus you're getting a discount for
Yeah.
buying a model that is sitting around, just
Yeah.
waiting to go. And this is not aidable by any means, right? We've gotta pay for it out of the taxpayer coffers.
yeah,
Yeah.
it won't cost, right now, if I even get the one in Vermont, the day I get it and I give them my old one, we don't have to make a payment from a year from that,
Okay,
because we didn't put no money aside for that. That I know, that's, I even told the guy that, but they don't care. We got a year to come up with the money.
okay.
Okay.
And that way there, we got a couple things that we're paying off. Sarah and I got together, we know we're gonna pay it off, so we'll be in good shape for next year to tackle this.
So you put together the financial plan for this,
Yeah.
that it makes sense, and since the fact that it is having to be paid for entirely by the town and the taxpayers, that we probably should be, like you're doing, get the best deal possible to save the most amount of money, but yet we're getting a brand new truck.
I can't see keep putting money in this thing.
Well,
And plus it gives Sarah and I think the town board time to plan and budget
Sure.
for something like
Yeah,
that.
this fall, that way there we know what we're gonna be up against.
Correct.
sure.
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah,
no-brainer.
I think so too.
So,
I don't know if you just need verbal approval to go ahead, or,
well,
If you
when we order a truck, they always ask if the board approved you know,
Okay,
so, you know.
okay, not an issue. I would entertain a motion to have
Yeah.
Alan investigate the best possible deal he can find to buy a truck this year.
sure. To replace one that you think is just, it's do nothing but dollaring us to death.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
The truck's 10 years, or roughly 8, 9 years old. Eh?
Yeah, well, it's the year that we bought two.
Yeah.
We bought two that year.
Okay.
I just don't wanna buy, when the day's due, the 10 years due, buy two, you know, one shot, better
Sure.
off to spread it out.
Right, staggering.
Sure.
Okay,
Okay.
well, we're ready for that motion, or?
Yeah, well, I wrote down what you said, but I need a motion. Nobody made
Okay.
it.
I make that motion that we approve Alan to continue on with the research in the area of purchasing a replacement highway truck.
Okay,
I'll second that.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All three of us, okay. Anything else, Alan, for highway?
No.
It looks like our sand pile is gonna make it. Alan.
Yeah, we're gonna make it.
We had a very good early winter,
Yes.
November, December, and the first half of January. The trucks have been on a lot since then. We've had several storms. He puts the sand on the road, the next day the wind blows it off, and he goes back and puts more, you know?
That's just about what's going on.
Well, it's often said when you're not here, but just thank you, thanks from the town and all the people who get to benefit from the clean roads, the plowed roads, the safety features, you and your great crew. We made a motion last time to the villages as well. Kind of underappreciated work when you're out there all hours of the day, making sure that, people can keep moving. Thank you.
My secretary leaves me some very good notes. We need to ratify the Public Employees Health Emergency Plan. I think you have a copy of it. I think she just sent it to us. We got it there?
I do.
That's recommended by, not recommended, required by the state.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, hand it back. I'd like a motion to approve. You want to take a moment to look it over?
I just have a couple of points that I'd like to make on it. First, on page 4, they talk about the fundamentals of reducing the spread of infection. And nowhere in here does it talk about the use of a mask. And I just wondered if that's something that was just oversight, or if that's something that needs to be included there. I know it is included later on in the document, but it was not included in terms of fundamentals. And I think, given what,
Okay.
the area's gone through with COVID-19, I think a mask is probably one of the first things.
Any other questions on it? Should we ask that to be incorporated?
I would ask that it be incorporated. Jason, I don't know how you feel.
No, I think that's valid.
Yep.
Yes.
And on page number 7, they identify the reducing risk through remote work and staggered shifts. And they identify with some additional cost for staff to be able to work remotely. Are those added costs, are they, planned for this current year? Or is this something that we're going to have to address in the 2022 budget? They talk about, for example, like equipping staff, remote workers with internet-capable laptops, that have VPN capability, and I just didn't know if that's something that the town already has, Larry?
Well, this is a boilerplate thing. We, to my knowledge, I know of no one working from home. I can't think of anybody. Can you, Julie? No.
No.
This is like a boilerplate
Right.
thing from the state, okay? We have nobody. Last spring, we did go on a halftime, so to speak, for 3 or 4 weeks there. Now, I know of no one working from home. I even asked Sarah that one day. They came to her, and things are getting better, but when it was really bad, I said, can you do some of your work from home? She said, probably not.
Okay.
Okay, but she'd have to work at least a couple days a week, just do the essentials like payroll, bills and stuff, okay? And she'd have to be here for that. She couldn't do that from home.
Are there any other town staff that in fact have the proper equipment to be able to work remotely though, if they had to?
I know of no one. I can't think of anybody. Okay? A lot of people do have laptops and computers at home.
Right.
I can't think of anybody right here that doesn't. No. I mentioned that, and we put that in the minutes, that we'll add that in there, Julie, to require face mask.
Those are the only 2 points I wanted to make on it,
Well, thank you.
so I think it was,
No other questions? All in favor? Did it pass? Did everybody say yes?
I just don't know if Jason's, are you comfortable, have you had enough time to?
Based on, we're gonna approve it based on the recommendations that Rick has made, is that the motion on the floor?
Yes.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I, yes.
So I make that
Also-
motion that we, go ahead. I make that motion that we approve the public employer health emergency plan for the town of Champlain, providing that we can add that piece on page number 4. And also identify with any possible impact on if town employees had to, as a directive by the New York State Department of Health or the CDC, to work fully remotely, does the town actually have the capability to be able to do so?
Okay, thank you.
I'll second that based on Rick's
Okay,
recommendation.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Starting tomorrow, the vaccine is available for anybody over 60 years old. If anyone needs help to schedule that, please call this office. Sarah will help them do that. There's many, many more vaccines available locally right here in Champlain.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a lot more convenient for a lot of people, okay?
So are a lot of them at the pharmacies, Larry?
Kenny Drugstore,
Yes.
Walgreens?
Walgreens, and I almost think Cornerstone, but I'm not sure of that.
Okay.
They were
Yeah.
supposed to be getting some. I don't
And is
think-
Sarah putting something like that on the opening homepage of the town of Champlain's website so that
Okay.
our constituents are aware of that?
Yep, I can do that. That was strictly for your information.
Okay.
Just for information also, the Burning Ban starts the 16th of this month for 2 months. It goes to May 14th. There's no burning, outside burning for 2 months. That's state law, that's not local, okay?
Mhm.
We talked about the truck. I already updated you on the code interviews, and we will try to schedule a meeting for the 15th at 4 o'clock, a special meeting if need be, okay? I just don't wanna wait on that one. We have your now control officer's report. I will check on that JCO question you had, Rick.
Okay.
Um,
I noticed that in her report, it mentioned about whether or not the North Country SPCA contract had been renewed by the town. That has been forwarded to
Yes,
them,
to my
yes.
knowledge it has, yes.
Thank you.
All our dog control officer does have a new name now, she's remarried,
Yes,
okay?
congratulations to her.
Okay, that's all I have. On that, I would need to pay the bills. Do you have anything, Julie, other bills?
There's two bills to add.
Okay.
Actually, they're both from Verizon with a total of $61.50.
They just came in today, I believe.
So that's $61.50,
Yes,
thank you. And they are duplicate, so in other words, they're both $61.50?
no,
Is that what you're
one
saying?
is, for $40.01 for water contractual,
Okay,
and the other one is $21.49 for the code enforcement officer,
Okay.
both Verizon.
Any question on any of the bills?
you need a motion to pay those?
Yep.
I make a motion that we approve the payment to Verizon in the amount of $61.50.
Is that not a separate motion, but add on to the bills? How do you wanna do that?
How do you wanna do that?
Well, you usually do it with, approval of the ones read,
Okay, and I'll wait. I
so you
retract
can
my,
just approve everything with them,
okay.
the two read too.
Okay. Rick made a motion,
I'll second that.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Good, pay your bills. You have anything else, Julie?
No, I don't have anything.
Fairly short meeting. I thank you for coming. Our next meeting will be in daylight hours. It'll be daylight, starting next week. It's gonna be daylight till after 7 o'clock. It's always a good sign that spring's around the corner.
Yes, that's correct.
I have nothing else. Anybody else have anything?
I just want to reiterate what you said earlier, that there are more vaccinations available. So if people are looking to get vaccinated, the North Country continues to have vaccinations, whether they're right here in the town of Champlain, or whether you're going to Plattsburgh, to the vaccination sites, they are available.
We did almost 2,000 this past Sunday at the airbase.
Yeah.
My son
both
came up from Glens Falls to get his.
Yeah, both my wife and I had ours done last week, and when I had it done, they weren't quite at 2,000, but when I brought my wife in, yeah, they were doing 2,000 a day.
That's a lot of
And
people.
one thing I think the public needs to realize is that, you know, by getting even that first vaccination shot, that, you know, that they are protected, you know, up over 60% from, in fact, contracting COVID-19. So I think that's important to look at.
Yeah.
That's Headwaters is doing around 200 a day.
Are they doing 200
That's
They
up
were,
to-
they were aiming to get 200 done.
I was asked today if we could mandate our employees to get the vaccine. And we got a legal opinion on that, and the answer is no.
Okay.
We cannot mandate them. Would sort of like that, but can't.
But encourage people that to go out there and, if you're seeking them, they do exist. And like Larry said, if you need help with scheduling that, call the town office here. We'll do everything we can to help you.
Including right if we need to.
That's correct.
Okay? I have nothing else. A motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn for the evening.
I'll second.
Thank you, all in favor?
All right.
How you doing?